What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is related to selling on Amazon. So in today's video, what I want to do is talk to you about Amazon's plan of action. What is it and why do we need to know about it so much, and why exactly is it so important? As some of you already know, I have had to write quite a few plans of action in recent months, to be completely honest, and this is because of various issues relating to selling on Amazon. A plan of action effectively, guys, is what Amazon wants you to write for them to understand that you understood the issue. You will take all necessary measures to prevent this issue from happening in the future, and make sure you understand their Amazon's terms and conditions policies that they have implemented for all of Amazon's FBA sellers. So understanding what it is and how it should be written is really important, because if you ever do run into issues such as design rights infringement, trademark infringement, patent infringement, or potentially even get your account suspended, they will in most cases will ask you to write up a plan of action to get those things removed and to get you to start selling on Amazon once again. So this video is really important for you guys. Now, for all of my students and people that are on my FBA Mentor Academy course, you do not have to watch this video, because for each and every single one of you, if you ever run into any issues whatsoever and you need to write up a plan of action, of course, as part of the mentorship, as part of the course, we're going to be doing this together. But for those of you, my subscribers that are doing this on your own, this is a really important video to watch, so make sure to watch it till the very end. So with that being said, guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon, then please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I will actually help you and guide you step by step to start off selling your Amazon FBA business. Otherwise, guys, if you're running on a relatively lower budget, but you still want to use some of the business tools that I use, then please don't forget to check the links down below for Helium 10, the best product research tool out there that I recommend to all of my students, or Tide, the perfect business bank account to start off your Amazon FBA business. And with that being said, guys, let's get straight to the video. Right, guys, so just to give you a bit of context, this is a plan of action that I've written very recently for one of my products. If you haven't watched one of my latest videos, I had to write a plan of action because my product was effectively sold as new when it was in fact used. Now, the truth is, this was not my fault, because very simply, Amazon's FBA warehouse staff couldn't see that a returned item was damaged, it had scrapes, scratches, scuffs, or whatever, and he still listed this particular item as new. Then another customer effectively bought the item, complained to Amazon, and Amazon had to remove my listing effectively because in their eyes, I was selling a used item as new. The truth is, all of my items come from China and they are all completely brand new and unused. So therefore, this should never ever come along to me if Amazon's FBA warehouse staff were actually doing their job properly. However, guys, the reality is none of this you're ever protected from. You may get some infringements or some sorts of deactivations that you may think you're not responsible for at all. And when this happens, 9 times out of 10, Amazon is going to ask you to provide a plan of action. And this is the plan of action that I wrote about, that I'm actually going to go into a little bit more detail. But the truth is, guys, regardless of how you feel about Amazon and whether or not you think you're in the right or they're in the wrong, they will not accept your plan of action unless you basically accept full responsibility with what happened and make sure that this doesn't happen again effectively. Now, basically what they want to do is make sure that you accept full responsibility and you understand what you have done wrong. Whether or not you think they are in the right or they are in the wrong doesn't matter to them. If you don't accept responsibility, you will be entering this virtual loop that you can never get out of by trying to prove your point. If I fighted Amazon and basically say that Amazon's FBA warehouse staff are not doing their job properly, I would have never had my listing relisted once again. It's only when I accepted responsibility and said I will take various actions to make sure this doesn't happen again, I was able to relist the product and continue selling. So as you can see, it says here, dear respected Amazon UK product quality team. Now I use the words respected and stuff, even though I don't respect them at all, but I just wanted to butter them up effectively. And if it's a human reading this, hopefully it will incline them to actually relist my product as soon as possible. I would like to appeal the product condition compliant used sold as new for my ASIN. I understand Amazon takes this very seriously and I'd like to share my plan of action in regards to this issue to ensure this does not happen again. And as you can see, the very first part, I have to explain to them what has caused the complaints in my opinion. And what I have to do here is accept full responsibility as to what exactly happened, okay? What exactly has happened and why it has happened as well, okay? And this is really, really important because guys, I can't stress this enough for you. A plan of action is where you actually have to provide as much detail as possible. This is not the document that you want to send to Amazon with just a couple of lines. You really have to go into detail and sometimes even repeat yourself in a different type of way just to show Amazon that you completely understand what has happened and you will take necessary precautions that this will never happen again. And as you can see, for example here, returned products with missing items in the packaging were included back into Amazon's FBA sellable inventory for customers to purchase again. I did tell them that it was Amazon's FBA warehouse staff mistake to put them back on sale. However, as you can see, primarily I was focusing on the fact that the pictures and the product and the information and the key features were incorrect. Now, is that the case? Is that the truth? Of course not. Before I ever list any products on Amazon, I clearly inspect each and every single one of my products to make sure that the images and the key features don't oversell or undersell the product. However, I had to come up with a potential excuse to make this a viable plan of action and something that I would look into further effectively. Now, the second part, as you can see here, what I have done to resolve the complaints. And again, this is basically me making up an issue, effectively something that I apparently didn't do. And then I said that I checked all of my remaining inventory for the ASIN and disregarded any units with damaged or used packaging. Did I do that? Of course not, because I don't have to. All of my products are new from China, so I don't have to do that. However, Amazon wants you to take extra steps to make sure to prevent any of this happening ever again, because the number one goal of Amazon is to keep the customer satisfied and keep him coming back as much as possible. And therefore, if there are any other issues, you will be the one liable for it. In the future, I will manually check each and order of scratches, scuffs, and other markings and ensure they are sent off brand new 100% of the time. Again, something that I personally don't really have to do. However, Amazon has to hear that. Okay? Prior to sending any new inventory to Amazon, I will place stickers on packaging stating that if the seal is broken, the units cannot be placed back into Amazon's FBA sellable inventory. This will help prevent used sold as new complaints related to FBA returns dramatically. I want to show them that I'm thinking outside of the box to make sure that this never, ever happens again. Again, am I going to do this? Of course, no. You know, I have 1,000 items of these. I'm not going to start changing the packaging on each and every single one of them. However, this is what Amazon wants to hear effectively. And then what I will do to prevent similar complaints in the future. And once again, I will basically repeat myself for what I said here. I will regularly check the condition of the items and ensure all customers receive 100% perfect state brand new item. And then I will make sure all the items are packaged as securely and carefully as possible to prevent damage during transit. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And then in conclusion, I believe that my plan of action sufficiently addresses the issue, and I'm looking forward to have my account health restored if this notification is removed. So what I'm trying to get here, guys, is with the plan of action, you have to, first of all, once you get any of these deactivations, any of these restrictions, to not get emotionally involved and start telling Amazon how bad they are, how they're not doing their job correctly, it's not your fault, and so on and so forth. This is going to lead to nowhere. Believe me, I tried it. What you have to do is take your emotions out of it, understand exactly what Amazon wants to hear, and once you have written up a plan of action and potentially added some documents such as a proof of authenticity, like an invoice or something like that, then you should have a very, very good chance of getting your listing reinstated or potentially even getting your account reinstated depending on the issue that you're dealing with. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I really, really hope you find it useful. If you are having any sort of issues, struggles with a plan of action or getting your listing reinstated, please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I will actually help you overcome these obstacles, because believe me, I have gone through all of them already. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.